Hello. Going to start our practice today by getting our area set up. I have lots of different props. I have pillows and bolsters and blocks, whatever you have to make the practice comfortable, your mat, blankets. Everyone's going to want a little bit different support, so please take a few moments to get yourself situated. We're going to start seated today. If you'd like to sit yourself up onto a block or your pillows, any support, any props that will help you to become at ease, comfortable, supported. Taking a few moments to not necessarily be entirely still, but to find your seat. You can lean to one side, you can move the flesh from your hips. Close your eyes. Exhale out your mouth. Do that again, this time doing a shoulder shrug as you breathe in. Exhale, dropping your shoulders and exhaling out your mouth. Take your hands onto your belly, remaining relaxed in your face and your shoulders. Taking a few moments to drop into your space. Know that this is a time for you. It's also a time to practice with your baby. With your hands on your belly, feel the movement of your breath. Feel this gentle movement. For the next few breaths, as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in love. Breathing out love. Breathe it in through your nose. Fill your body. Slowly exhale out your nose. Feel like love is surrounding you. If you'd like to bring in any other word, any other mantra, any other intention, you can bring that into the space. Intend to breathe smoothly throughout the practice. And allow for your practice to be relaxing, reminding yourself that throughout. Take one more breath in and out. And then slowly open your eyes. Just knowing at any part of the practice, you can close your eyes, remaining inward in your focus. You can release your hands, release the props, and bring your feet together into butterfly. You can also move around a little bit, making your feet as close to you or as far away from you as is comfortable. And we're going to keep our hands on the ankles here and elongate the spine and slowly bring the right ear towards your right shoulder. Exhaling, relaxing both of your shoulders. Stretching the left side of your neck. Letting the right side of your face become softer and heavier. The eye, the cheek, the lips, the right side of your jaw. Slowly bring your head to center and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feel like the legs, the feet are helping to anchor your arms, to relax the shoulders. As we're here, gently stretching the right side of your neck and letting the left side of your face be relaxed and heavy. The eye, your cheek, your lips, and your left side of the jaw. Slowly bring your head up to center and look over each shoulder. Return your head to center, lift your chin. You can slowly tilt your pelvis forward and stretch up through the front side of your body. You don't have to keep your mouth closed, but keep your eyes relaxed, not squeezing your eyes or clenching your teeth. Bring your head to center, and we're going to lower the chin towards the chest and take some gentle circles here. First to the right, bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder, rolling your head back if that is feeling safe in your neck, left ear towards the shoulder, chin down. Move with your breath, inhaling to the right and back, and exhaling to the left and down. And do that one more time to the right. Inhaling to the left, exhaling, and move in the opposite direction. Inhaling to the left and back, exhaling to the right and down. Doing that 2 more times, moving with your breath, not rushing your movement or your breath. Last breath in and last breath out. Chin to the chest. And then slowly bring your head up to neutral. And we're going to extend the right leg. And keep the left heel in. And we're going to come into half dragonfly here. So you can start to walk yourself forward. Again, building up your nest, building up your props so that you can bring the floor to you, depending on the props that you have. You can use your bolster, the blocks, pillows. We're going to fold forward here for a little bit. Relax the right toes and your foot and the whole right leg. Maybe that means that the whole leg rotates in a little bit here. Relax your head. You can support your head with your arms or props. Be positioned in a way where you can still breathe. So maybe for some of you that means having your chin up. At any point in the practice or in the postures, the mind begins to wander away. We have our breath to anchor us. We have our intention of love to anchor us. Breathe into your baby a few more times. Last breath, take an exhale out your mouth. Making kind of a low sound. And then slowly walk yourself out of the pose. Sit yourself upright, your spine. And then cross your legs. Take a moment before switching your sides. Pausing in the center. And then moving your left leg out to the left. Each side might give you different information and need different support, so please tune in to what you need. Maybe this side you want more or less support. We're going to fold forward. The left leg out, but the toes and the foot and the whole leg are relaxed. For me, that means the leg kind of turns in a little bit. And then find a comfortable position with your props for your hands or your elbows. We don't want to be pushing away. We want to be working with gravity in the practice, where we're slowly sinking into the poses. Each exhale softens the whole system, the whole body a little bit more. The more you can relax your head, the more you can relax your mind. So if it's comfortable, drop your chin to your chest or use blocks or your arms for support or your elbows if you'd like to keep your head upright. Feel gentle sensation. We don't need to be moving to the end of range of motion in these postures. Luxuriate in the slowness of moving into the posture. The whole practice, nice and slow. Moving into the posture, moving out the time that we're here. It's about gaining that sensitivity. last breath. After your last exhale, slowly move your way back out of the pose. Walking yourself upright, spine upright, crossing your legs, taking a moment here, breathing in and out. And then we're going to take a full dragonfly pose. So we're going to take the legs out, feeling a gentle stretch here. And it's entirely optional to fold forward. You can bring the floor to you instead of trying to reach the floor with your belly. So you can use your bolster, the bolster inclined towards you, resting your forehead there. You can rest your arms on pillows or blocks. You can also have support underneath your knees. If the hamstrings are tight, you can also have your bolster in front of you, kind of up into the groin, underneath your baby, leaning forward gently, taking a little bit of time to find the best position for your body. All 10 toes relax, the feet, the legs. The eyes are closed but not clenched. The lips are closed but not clenched. Feel the breath easy, the breath flowing in and out. There's plenty of time in each of our poses to scan the body and notice where you might be feeling resistance. So in my body, I typically feel that around my jaw, my shoulders, and the neck. And when I notice those places feeling tight, resisting the pose, it's nice to take an exhale and softening in a little more. Take one final breath. Breathing out your mouth slow and low. Move yourself out of the posture. Again, sitting your spine upright. Remove your props for now. You can lean back a little bit, tucking your tailbone, hands helping for the legs to close, bringing your feet in, your hands behind you, and moving your knees from side to side. Nice gentle movement, exploring, patient, curious. And then we'll return to the center And this time we're going to come into a squat. So we're going to come up and most likely using some props here. If malasana, if squat is a really comfortable posture for you, you don't have to be on the support. But as this is a yin practice and we're practicing softening into the joints and working with gravity, you can have your hips on something, the bolster, the blocks at any height. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. So make sure the belly is in a comfortable position. And then we're going to relax here. You can have your hands on the floor or your hands at your heart. Hands at the heart is nice because there's some gentle pressure between your hands, which rebounds into the elbows. And you can rest your elbows into the inner thighs so that the legs don't collapse closed. And while we're here, we're going to practice a little bit of breathing. As we're here and you breathe in, feel your lungs fill up and your diaphragm move down and your pelvic floor move down. And as you exhale, not pulling your pelvic floor up, but just letting the pelvic floor be neutral. Letting the breath move out the nose. As you breathe in, feel your lungs fill up, the diaphragm move down, the pelvic floor down. As you exhale, exhale out your nose, but remain relaxed in your pelvic floor. Take several more breaths like that. Take one more breath. Again, exhaling out your mouth, slow and low. Releasing your hands. You can bring your hands behind you or one in front of you to help lift yourself up. And we're going to come into kind of a yin style forward fold here. So the forward fold can be done like so. Feet a little wider than your hips, elbows resting on your thighs and dropping your head. That's one option. The other option would be to stretch the backs of the legs a little bit more. Feet parallel, a little wider than your hips, hands on your blocks, hands on support, and walking your hands out as comfortable of a distance as possible, and then sinking into the pose. Almost like a little bit of a mixture of downward facing dog and a forward fold here. Relax your head. Take the posture that best suits you today. Try to not activate your legs too much. We don't need the legs stick straight. They can be a little bit bent and the legs wide enough so that there's no pressure on the belly. Resting into your hands.
cheeks, lips, heavy, the breath flowing. You can inhale and exhale through your nose, or inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. And last breath. Start to push into your hands. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. If your arms are far in front of you, you can walk your feet in. We're going to lower onto the knees. Sit back onto your heels for a moment or onto blocks. And then we're going to come into child's pose, separating the knees. This is a lovely pose to bring in props. You can take a pillow and bring it underneath your belly and slowly lower yourself into the posture. Feel free to support your head as well. You can bring your forehead down onto your blocks or onto a pillow as well. Any comfortable position that's sustainable for the next several minutes. Knees as wide as you need them to be. Feel your low back widen, the groin softens, the belly is a nice hammocky shape here. Like breathing down into your belly, down into the baby. Imagine your shoulders are ice, and throughout the time that we're here, that they're melting. The shoulders are melting down the arms, into the hands, into the floor. We're going to take one more breath. Lift your head, bring your hands into a comfortable position to help you to sit upright. And we're going to move into a restful posture for the next couple minutes. So you can sit yourself up. If you have blocks, you can use the blocks. You're also welcome to use some sort of setup with pillows. I'm going to show it with the blocks as I have them. Having the blocks, one on the lowest height and the second height, and setting up the bolster at an incline and turning myself away from it with my hips close to it, and then moving my hips just like 1 centimeter forward, and then laying back. So I have more props. I'm going to use them here too. I'm going to take the pillow underneath my knees and lay across the bolster. Exhale. Place your hands in a comfortable space. Maybe that means the forearms and hands are resting on the floor. You can also have your arms up on something if you have more props. You can have your forearms resting up. You can have your hands on the baby. As long as you feel your arms fully relaxed. So as the elbows will probably be off the floor in that position, just make sure you feel your arms as relaxed as possible. Tuck your chin towards the throat. Let the whole body feel heavy and supported. The forehead smoothing out, the eyes dropping towards the back of the head. Cheeks, lips, inside your mouth, the jaw, inside your ears, all down through the throat. Feel deserving of this peace and rest and love. Take one more breath. Take your arms over your head, stretch the arms. Slowly make your way upright to seated. Again, lean over to one side, helping yourself to sit upright. Moving some props underneath your hips, returning to the same position that we began our practice, seated comfortably. Close back down the eyes if you've opened your eyes. Moving your mind's eye into your belly, into your baby, into the movement of your breath, into love on the inhale. And exhale. Hands to your heart and honoring your practice, bowing towards yourself. Thank you so much. Namaste.